hey, I'm here and I'm live, but I also literally just puked. So, gonna be muted for a moment. Okay, just another minute and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I think I just had some bad meat for lunch. Um, so sorry about that. I puked on. Oh man, I guess that's what the case is for. Hello there, by the way, POV Ryan. Quite a name. And the crying um, profile picture is kind of fitting, I guess. But yeah, it's I got you through college, huh? Well, I was happy to entertain during those important years. But yeah, this is it. You may see, or I mean, you'll hear me one day, perhaps on YouTube again. But for this channel, it's retirement time. All right. Let me get a little more water. That is so strange too, because it's like, you know what, this might sound weird, but sometimes it feels like, I mean, I don't puke every day. Obviously, the goal is not to puke, but every day I always think I'm gonna puke, but it's in the morning because I gotta take this medicine for my cholesterol, and the it creates nausea, which I really hate. Obviously, I mean, who likes nausea? Well, I'm trying to figure out what I want to research here too. By the way, this was taking a minute. Let's do radio. Let's do radio. And then with the other one, oh my gosh, look at these horrid fighters. But hold on, isn't this the idea though that we just like the don't want to be thinking about planes right now. Hold on, let me check the thing. But yeah, so like when I take my medication, especially if I don't take it with water, or not with water, well, I mean, yes, with water, because, you know, it's easier to take pills with water. But if I don't take it with like a little food, I get super nauseous and will like almost certainly throw up. So then like what I typically do is I'll just, well, what I used to do, I'm not doing it anymore. What I used to do is I would just have like a small thing, like a piece of bread or a tortilla or like a couple spoonfuls of some leftovers with it to sort of help. But today I just started, I'm changing the time of day that I take it. Because I usually, but I'm kind of vapping while people make their way in because I know YouTube's always slow notifying people I'm live and I didn't announce this as a scheduled time. But like, what I was gonna do starting today, uh, oh my gosh, the POV Ryan, thank you very much. You know what? Let me respond properly for a second, but I also want to finish my train of thought because, as y'all know, if I don't finish the train keeps moving. So what I did starting today, instead of taking my shit first thing in the morning, because I also take like a daily vitamin, you know, because it's like, okay, let me make sure I'm getting all my vitamins, right? Especially since I work with kids so much, gotta have a healthy immune system. So I would do that, and then feel nauseous for a while, and then start my day. But what I'm just doing now is I figure, you know what? Let me get up, exercise on empty stomach, and then after I shower and stuff, have a later breakfast and take it then. Because it's not like I gotta take it in the morning. It's once a day, so just gotta shift when I do it, and then like once it's buried in all the other food that I'm having, there's no nausea. But thank you very much, POV Ryan says, since this is actually real, I'll give you back a mere fraction of what you've given me. Thank you for the memories, you'll be Miss King. Thank you for the crown. Except I am not a mere king. I am the Emperor Hirohito, the 126th, 124th Emperor on the Chrysanthemum throne. But I don't think there's an emoji for that. I mean, is there a chrysanthemum? I guess maybe like a chrysanthemum emoji. Frickin'. So I had an update on my phone, or like this is probably not an update. I think maybe it's the new phone or the messaging. I don't know. I wasn't aware of it, but I was texting earlier today, and I wanted to use an emoji face, and I couldn't. I was having trouble finding it in the text things. Boy, don't I separate it? And I couldn't figure out the phone thing. And I ended up. Oh, did we not get bold defense? I thought I did decide on doing that, or tenacious defense. Or was this one I was gonna have you guys vote on? Oh, wait, I gotta really think about this. Panzer Leader trait XP gain, 50% chance to start with Panzer officer available due to our doctrine. Do I have anybody who's already a Panzer Leader? Because there's Reckless here, which is sort of good, but not really. Kind of not worth it, is usually how I feel. Wow, no. Oh, here's one. Armor Officer. Army Leader experience gain, plus 100%. Politically connected, though. Dang it. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to have necessarily we don't really have the means of a good, like, armor commander. I mean, it's the infantry that'll win us the war, but some encirclements sure help. Yeah, so, dang, maybe I should take this so then somebody can quickly become. Oh, 50% chance they'll gain it, and then... I mean, it must be an armor leader, right? I don't know. You know what? Attack or defense, it's simple. Trickster. I think we're gonna do tenacious defense. Pile up those bodies in front of our trenches. And then advance when the land is empty. Destabilize. Okay. I gotta stop looking at this. I mean, I don't think there's any reason for us to do this sooner rather than later. Oh shoot, Siam just busted out into a bit of a civil war. Oh, let's change this music. We gotta do something different today. Let's do okay. I'm gonna look up all the Paradox OSTs. Oh, it's showing an album. Oh, then yeah, Paradox from Neil Young. Good old Neil Young. Maybe we should just do suzerain. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? Here it is. Yeah, we'll just do suzerain. Or actually, I want to switch it a little. Let's do Rome, the EU Rome. That's a deep cut on my channel when at that time I played EU Rome. I don't remember if it was a live stream or pre-recorded, but I do remember that it was either the next day or 2 days later that they announced Imperator Rome, right when I was ready to get people into EU Rome. McLaughlin, Lopez, Amon with kid name Finger profile picture. This is Hearts of Iron 4. It's a computer game. I'm not sure what level I'm supposed to be speaking to. So do I want to get involved in Siam? I mean, maybe just let them fight. This one's funny. the kind of a, it's kind of a pout, but like a bored pout. That's funny. Alright, Zhang, driven from Jian. Borat Rebellion. Okay, this is what's going on in Siam. I should actually read this. The recent Siamese revolution, while outwardly successful, has seen its popularity plummet, taking advantage of the controversial yellow-covered dossier, the nickname for a proposed plan to overhaul the nation's economic systems and nationalize many industry. A Red Scare was whipped up. While the chief of the army, Luang Phi-bung Songkram, declared loyalty to parliament, Prince Borodet organized an armed mutiny in the northern reaches of the country, proclaiming himself and his subordinates the Kana Gubarn Gumwang, or National Salvation Front. He began a march towards Bangkok. The swift mobilization of government forces led to a 2-day standoff that quickly escalated into all-out war between both sides. Pro-German cliques last gasp? Japan's longest summer. It's April 13th. Probably G1 Climax Finals will be going on, except they're not being invented for like 60 more years. The Japanese government has found itself effectively paralyzed. The downfall of 2 successive Seiyukai prime ministers has severely weakened the power of the new prime minister, and Hiranuman's open scheme to destroy the parliamentary system has only exacerbated the political turmoil. Extremist groups are growing by the day, and the military is becoming increasingly frustrated. Several high-ranking officers within the army have hatched a plot to overthrow the civilian administration and save the empire. The conspirators have approached Army Minister Hayashi Shinjiro for his support. The future of Japan lies in his choice. Yeah, we're just gonna keep saving up. We gotta change this. Democratic Union, Schliever, the SPD, Social Democratic Reichschancellor in German history. Social Democratic Germany. Okay, interesting. So anyway, speaking of Siam, I think I am gonna have to finally. The Indochina War has begun. Now, this is an interesting question. I should want to help Indochina, though, right? I mean, I don't know if they'll even accept a volunteer. Okay, they will. Oh, you know it's got to be the Marines going. Or the Riku Sentai. Because yeah, it's gonna weaken Germany, East Asia. What's the worst that could happen? You know, hey, come on, we can do this. Air volunteers as well. I'll probably just park my Marines in Saigon, just so there's no nasty little naval invasion, as happens so often, to just like suddenly end the war. Anyway, what were we talking about, chat? Or am I the only one talking? Japan's longest day. After 10 years of political disgrace, the army has seized power again, this time in a coup d'etat. Parliamentary incompetence has been replaced by a more stable system. The ultra-conservative Baron Hiranuma Kikichiro has played his hand well. He is now prime minister, and a state of martial law has been declared throughout all of the greater Japanese empire. Banzai! The Imperial Japanese Army Centralists will become the ruling class, and we'll get more resources and help with resistance target stuff. But okay, let's make a save for the point that we're at. So Army coup. Oh yeah, I was saying how I have not watched White Lotus, which I think has like just finished up its third season or something, or it's about to finish it. I've heard good things. I just haven't taken the time, but I do want to check it out. I will say though, I have seen the infamous Sam Rockwell monologue, which for those of you, and boy, that was something. So for those, I can't do it justice. I'm not going to recite it, but essentially, it's my understanding it's these two guys in Thailand, and I guess they used to know each other, and they're catching up, and Sam Rockwell's character starts talking about why he went to Thailand, which is famous for its sex industry, right? And he just starts talking about how he went to Thailand and starts banging literally hundreds of Thai women. And he still isn't happy, and then that's what causes him to self-reflect on, like, I guess his own emotional state or whatever. But like, that could be a funny scene in of itself, but he just keeps going with it. Like, he just doesn't let go of the monologue, and he's talking about, like, what if I was the Asian girl and I got fucked by a white man? And then, like, hiring an Asian girl to watch him get fucked to, like, create, like, I guess some sort of spiritual connection or something. And it's just the monologue that never ends. It just keeps going to a weirder place. And, yeah, it's very funny. I was going to watch White Lotus anyway, but that has definitely got me interested, because I'm like, is all the writing like this, or did he improvise that shit? Anyway. Feel worst case scenario, Indochina joins the Third International, but would still be very isolated, assuming Russia or India don't join too. Dang. Ending up at war against the Third International could get pretty quickly, but I don't even remember how Indochina joins. Isn't there some sort of barriers to entry, or they do like the East Syndicalist Union thing, right? International Revolutionary Outpost, Rising Dragon. Ask, yeah, join Eastern Syndicalist Union. So we would set up an economic, or not we, Indochina would send up, the music's just a little bit loud, hold on. Yeah, this is definitely not as balanced as some of Paradox's other OSTs. Here, speaking of E, we'll go with this. From Japan, joins International of the East. Yeah, I think that's kind of done intentionally to prevent a Japan versus Third International war, which I think there's ways it happens. You mentioned Russia and Japan's thing. I think it's like they're trying to make it a really unlikely possibility. So the whole thing is just the dominant power, the evil power. It's Germany, right? That's the concept. You could be a syndicalist living in France, a Savinkovite, a Savinkonista in Russia. You could be the emperor sitting in Japan, and you're all thinking the same thing. Oh yeah, you could be a Frenchman with sunburn in North Africa, and you're all thinking the same thing. We gotta burn Berlin and kill the Kaiser, and then we'll get to work. All right, so a new power struggle. The coup was carried out by a broad coalition of units, but few did so with the enthusiasm of the Kota junior officers and their associates. Indeed, they were happy enough to do their utmost to overthrow the ever inept elected government. Seeing the parliamentary system for what it was, a plutocratic capitalist institution. But little has changed under the new government. Hiranuma and his lick and the Tosetha, them controlling frauds, have gleefully taken their leading roles in the new regime, and Konoha have been sidelined for their radicalism, so the junior officers have concluded that they and Japan as a whole have been betrayed. Once again, the establishment has seized power from the emperor and is leading the nation into a different kind of abyss. A new power struggle is beginning. Will this ever end? Yeah, so the coup has happened, just so we can be... I want y'all to understand where we're at right now. The Imperial Japanese Army seized control of the government. But within that army is the faction of restorationists, which has different goals. That's where they're national populace. So the restorationists are going to coup back, it looks like. Good, we established the triangle divisions, which, yeah, here. That's them. Cool. I should give them some kind of different logo. Oh, like that slouch hat. What is it gonna be? What's kind of a triangle shape? Maybe I could just do like a spade. Yeah, here we go. I'll just do the spade, but I think something else. Kittel's son. You know what? I just kind of thought. Do kids get card? I wonder kids. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if younger people get like card tattoos as much as they used to. Because kids don't really play cards anymore. You know, be that hearts, spades. You know, it's funny that the name of games. You know, gin rummy, hold'em. People just don't play cards like that as much anymore, and I feel like people who are card players, they've switched to like, you know, modern board game, card games, more complicated stuff, TCGs. Excuse me, stuff like that. See more people over 30 with tattoos than my age. Oh, so yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, though, I kind of feel like nowadays everybody has at least one tattoo. Like, I've definitely for years heard teenagers or even like younger 20s talk about it's almost like a rite of passage. You turn 18, or you know, whatever's the age wherever you're at, that you can get one, and you get one knowing it's gonna be stupid when you're growing up, but you're just kind of like sealing, hey, this was something I thought was cool at 18. But it's like, isn't that all tattoos? But it's almost like part of the appeal is that you know you're gonna grow out of it. But on the other hand, besides that, that usually will be it. Like, you'll have a lot of people who just have a little singular tattoo, and then there's the ones who are slowly going for full body. You know, they're in. All right. So the Kaite-sun and Nan Shoryu, the 1936 Olympic Games have come and gone, and we have reason to be proud. Our athletes have won us 9 medals, setting a new national record. Yet some of our victors have been problematic. The athletes Kitai-sun and Nan Shoryu, or as they prefer to be called, Sun Ki-chun and Nam Soo-young, did well in the marathon race, the former even winning first place. But they have overall failed to show enthusiasm proper for subjects of the emperor. Okay, I don't know what's the story with the two names there. Between dropping their heads during the national anthem, hiding the flag on their chests, and insisting on being called Korean over Japanese. Ah, there's the problem. Over their behavior, in contrast to the popular attitude with Chosen, largely supportive of their actions. As a result, the athletes have been banned by the central government from participation in future events, as well as placed under surveillance. It would be a shame if their victory was used to promote instability within the empire. The Foreign Office has also attempted to ensure sympathy abroad remains minimal by lodging a complaint with the Irish government and International Olympic Committee over a perceived lack of care towards ensuring that our athletes properly represent the empire. They have not yet responded. How unfortunate. I'm going to look up if these are real people. I've not heard of this. Or if I have, I forgot it. Taesun Dan Shoryu. Yeah, okay, Sun Ki-chung. So this guy, he was real. First Korean to win a medal at the Olympic Games, winning gold in the marathon. Forced to compete as a member of the Japanese delegation because Korea was under Japanese time at the time. He set an Olympic record, 2 hours, 29 minutes, 19.2 seconds. Dang, that is speed. But he competed under Kitae-san. Wow, never heard of this dude. Oh, I guess he's like a character in 2 movies. Okay, I'm going down like the rabbit hole here, but very cool, very cool. And tragic. Yeah, how unfortunate. I feel like that should have effect, but whatever. I guess, wow, you always learn about Jesse Owens in America. What are we gonna take next? We can't do the show of restoration. I need to take something important. Maybe you should just create that intelligence agency now, even though I'm so bad about ever using it. Modify, reformist, Air Force. Where do I get the 0 up and running? Naval Ascent. Intensive new flight schools. It looks like land-based fighters are going to be the way to go. Could get paratroopers. That could be fun. Excuse me. Oh, no, scientific war planning. Yeah. While Japan lacks some resources and sheer economic output, we can make up for by emphasizing the importance of technology. It is only by being technologically superior than our foes in Asia we shall overcome our natural deficiencies. So, we'll, Oh yeah, I was doing my really, really bad idea thing. But we're just going to be cranking out units constantly. Division experience gain. Ooh, don't I have that stacked with the other guy? Army experience gain. That could be pretty sweet. I really, 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 really need to stop spending political power, though. In fact, where can I get some political power? Here we go. This gives me 35. That doesn't... Political advisor cost, minus 33%. Ooh, that's going to be really nice. Stack that with the other thing. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so we'll have political power, when we need it, as we start to come down here, it looks like, because I think once we start the restoration, it's like completely beeline for that. So then, in the meantime, yeah, we'll grab the scientific thing and just whenever, that's it. It is the EU4 music, good ear, Evan Stronot, good ear. The Konoha counter coup, there it is. Earlier today, Konoha junior officers from units in the Tokyo area have staged a new coup d'etat. Oh, excuse me. Early this morning, 1,400 officers and enlisted soldiers set out to take control of key communications and administrative facilities. The Army Ministry, the General Staff Office, the Metropolitan Police Headquarters, the Prime Minister's official residence, and the Imperial Diet buildings were all quickly taken, and the Imperial Palace went under siege. In the afternoon, the Emperor himself addressed the soldiers and announced his official support for their revolution. To ensure proper governance this time, General Araki has recommended Prince Kono Fumimaro for the position of Prime Minister. Kono has connections with various intellectuals, publicists, and other notables who are sympathetic to the restorationist cause. and is expected to find a way to create a Japan that is more in line with Kotoha's views. The coup is successful. Let's see here. The stability will go down again. Restoration will take charge, but they're getting a buff. And yeah, resource and resistance stuff again. The Showa Restoration. So now we are the party we were trying to be. Reports from Tokyo over the past few weeks have been scarce, but now few can doubt that the Japanese democracy is dead. Following the failure of the government to crack down on the nation's nascent syndicalist movement, conservative officers conducted a coup d'etat, ousted the prime minister, and established a military dictatorship. But even this has proven temporary. Officers allied with the rival restorationist faction have launched a counter coup. As the streets of Asia's greatest city run red with blood, they've announced the Showa Restoration, a restoration of ultimate power to the emperor and the rebirth of Japan, free from the corrupting influences of syndicalism, democracy, and Western influence. Sono Toka! I don't know what that means. Let me look it up. Sono Toka. I didn't need the caps lock on. Okay, the closest thing I'm seeing here is Sono Joy, which means revere the emperor, expel the barbarians. It also was a rallying cry and slogan of a political movement in Japan. Yep. So yeah. Revere the king, expel the barbarians. Guess who's back? Dang it, part of me really wants to just jump into this, but no. Let's grab that year of research and enjoy it. And yeah, I gotta stop. Yeah, go. Well, I want to remember to do that. 17% influence. Stop that. Asia Express runs from Dalan to Harbin. 130 kilometers an hour. 31-hour journey. Reason to cheer. It's blatant act of colonialism. 3 cheers to co-prosperity. So stability's going up because we're making trains in Manchuria or Manchukuo, or the Philippine government, whatever you want to call it. It's Europe stuff. We're moving on. All right. Republicans win Serbian elections. Can idealism really survive in the Balkans? Although they have to choose between death and dishonor. The Belgrade Pact. That's a great picture. Walud Communal Republic has capitulated. Just got rocked instantly. August Borms. Okay, time for the Showa Restoration. With His Majesty officially sanctioning the coup, the restoration was a success. However, the groundwork has yet to be truly laid. Taking power is one thing, but governance is another. The restorationist factions are already bickering, and to ease the tension, Premier Kone will ensure that the restoration cause shall be a unifying one for all of Japan. They're unified, so there's 3 factions. Should we prioritize one faction by taking multiple of their focuses after one another? We'll gain specific bonuses tailored to the faction, but increasingly lose stability. In contrast, balancing the order in which you complete the Showa Restoration tree will lead to a more stable coalition, though we may lose out on the aforementioned bonuses. So left is political power, center is party popularity, right is army experience. Okay. I hope this doesn't go away after I research it, so I can keep referring. Let's see. Tyler Durden says, to be honest, I never got the appeal of sexualizing war criminals as underage anime girls. I mean, if you see an underage anime girl and you're thinking sex, I think you need to be a little more honest with what's going on in there. Misha says, are the tanks good? Allegedly, they're good. I mean, they're probably better than whatever China's going to put in the field. You can tell me the Chinese, this war, the Qing, freaking Henry Puyi is going to make a nice anti-tank division. Although, wait, who's this? Is that Rene? Oh my gosh, is that Rene from, like, the portrait? Not quite, actually, not quite. Kind of looks like her, though. It was the white hair. Yeah, it's kind of like people who back to Tyler Durden. It kind of reminds me of people who they like watch Harry Potter and then they see the ugly money grubbing goblins and they say, is this a metaphor for the Jews? And they said, where did you get that? What is wrong with you? So the first convention of the Taisei Yokusankai, incidentally, whoever this woman is in this portrait, be very surprised if they were underage. The Taisei Yokusankai, or Imperial Rule Associate Sovereign. Associate Sovereign. Hold on, I lost my spot. My divine sorrow. Oh, it's because Jacob. I was reading I saw the Jacob thing out of the corner of my eye. Let me get a drink of water here. Okay, so the Taisei Yokosai, or Imperial Rule Assistant Society, is structured as a new political core institution that will represent every aspect of society. Unlike the old plutocratic Imperial Diet, it will branch out into every administrative level from hamlet to prefecture and create a core group consisting of talented individuals for academic, cultural, economic, governmental, military, political, and all other professional occupations. In theory, by penetrating to the grassroots level, a direct link... Oh, remind me to tell the emoji thing when I'm done with this section. I forgot to tell this story. All our professional occupations, in theory, by penetrating to the grassroots level, a direct link between politics and the people will be established. By having every important interest group represented at its core, it would be possible to coordinate and develop effective national policies. That is, in theory. At the first convention, three main blocks have emerged. At the center is the Kokumin Seishin Soduin Undo, or Seido for short. Headed by none other than Prince Kone himself, and composed of reform-minded intellectuals and politicians. Many of their proposed reforms were first outlined by the Showa Kenkyukai, or Showa Research Association, a political workshop founded at the behest of Kono. An offshoot of this workshop, the Showa Dojinkai Showa Comrades Association has become the de facto public relations arm of the new government, ensuring that it achieves its goal of attracting the brightest and most influential minds in Japan. An outsider to this arrangement is the Kodohai, or Imperial Way faction, General Arakai's clique of reserve and active restorationist military leaders. It is they who brought the new regime to power through the counter-coup and who are now left at the sidelines. Special care must be taken to keep them happy. Many question Kono's forceful agenda and even question the purpose of the Taisei Yokonsai. Kone had designed the Taisei Yokonsai as a central nervous system of the upcoming new system, combining all legislative, executive, and administrative powers into one. Konoe assured that the old Meiji constitution would remain in place and that the Taisei Yokonsai would not replace the imperial diet. But the very idea of the political leviathan has met with fierce opposition. This will be the foundation of our new nation. Woo! 50 political power right there. Okay, but we can't do the thing yet, so I am going to have to initially pay 150 to get that one, the discount guy. Who is it? Political specialist. Right here, yeah. Tatsukichi. Tyler Durden says, cop-out is a cop-out, LOL. Sorry, I enjoy talking to women and touching grass. This is... Listen, buddy. Like, you want to talk about the morality of portraying war criminals as cute anime girls while you got a Tyler Durden name and profile picture? You know, like, terrorism's bad, and we don't negotiate with those kinds of people unless they're played by Brad Pitt, and then he makes me feel funny below the waist, so, come on. Alright, we need to do something with this research lot, though. So, should I go ahead and get the engineering stuff? Because we're going to get that premium... Oh, I just realized I researched the tanks for freaking nothing. Let me double check what that one does. Armored experiments, 5 light tank divisions. Okay, it is light tanks. So, now I really wish I hadn't researched this, but we'll get this now, I guess. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. There, are you reading that? Where am I reading what? Reading what, Miche? Should I have done that? Well, too late now. I think that's the right call. Alright, opening of the Abashiri City Folk Museum. Ooh, a museum of it. Much excitement and joy in Ashibara today as the Ashibara City Folk Museum opened its doors to the public. 3,000 archaeological and ethnographic objects collected by Yonmaru Yoshito. The museum was designed by Yoshita Tanoe, a pupil of the esteemed American architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Ah, the lesser rival of trust and trust and trust. The artifacts in the museum date from the Japanese Paleolithic, though the Jomon and Zoku Jomon periods up until daily life during the Showa era, including materials related to the Satsumon culture, Okuso culture, and Ainu. A proud day for our nation. The comment of the guy. Tyler Durden? Yeah. It's called reading the chat like I'm reading you, Miche. So a proud day for our nation. Need more events like that. 8 world governments build museums. Every museum you make, that's another 5 political power. Kabyle season power. That's wait, is this the one that oh yeah. Wait. I got wow, nice tan. Muscat, yeah, the red-headed Fremen. There's a lot of good ones here in these Arab areas. Yeah, it's just fire. Well, this is Turkish, but like, geez, the freaking Moody Safrat of Jerusalem office lady is like the most low-key of them. Oh yeah, this one I never really liked too much. The art style is just a bit too off. I don't think I've seen that one. Oh yeah, anyway, the game. I don't see his comment. Ooh, Tyler Durden's? Oh. Maybe he got a... That's weird. I'm seeing the whole chat. Well, you know what? Here, I'm going to time them out so they got 10 minutes to go touch grass. Send in the army. Gotta not do this. I just can't do it. Support. After a 15-day-long convention, Prince Konoe has successfully advanced its agenda and secured support of the Taisei Yokosankai. Now, as the premier, Prince Konoe seeks to implement his reformist vision, but at the same time come to a common understanding with those who oppose him in the restorationist cause. This may be a more difficult task than expected. And the intuition of the Taisei Yokosankai has come under fire from the most outspoken in the Konoha. Nevertheless, Konoe recognizes that you'll have to make concessions in order to stay in power, walking a tightrope of politics so that the entire structure won't come crashing down. Let us work together for the sake of Japan. Nice, we're going to get an advisor who gives us more political power each day. We'll get some flat. Although the restoration is set... Okay, and then it's just repeating what it said before. Okay. Okay. Like, I think this is going good. Tank designer costs, production costs, for generative individuals. Modifies, second in command. Oh, here we go, yeah. Throughout its existence, the Showa Kenyukai has produced many plans to fix Japan's politics, economy, global position, and culture. Now that its benefactor is empowered to implement these ideas, Japan will be transformed according to its ideas. So we'll take this, modifies Imperial Prince with man, 1,000 friends, and we'll bring in the Pat odds. Alright, the new National Diet building is completed. After some delay due to the political turmoil of the last decade, the new National Diet building has been completed today, constructed entirely of Japanese materials with the exception of the stained glass, door locks, and pneumatic tube system. It stands as the tallest building in the country. Upon opening this afternoon, the roof and tower of the building might have been inspired by another entrant. Third prize winner Takeuchi Shinshichi, and are believed to have been chosen because they reflected a more modern hybrid architecture than the purely European and East Asian designs proposed by other architects. The ministry sponsored a public design competition in 1918, and 118 designs were submitted for the new building. The first prize winner, Watanabe Fukuzo, produced a design similar to Ende and Bachmann's. The Diet building was eventually constructed between 1920 and 1936, with a floor plan based on Sukuzo's entry. Hopefully it was worth the wait. Political power plus 10. Alright. We're actually going to wait until this is done before we hire that person. So then so the idea is we're going to come here, take Takusichi really quickly, and then that one that gives the political power buff. This one I think it was we were going to do. Shirihara. Oh, actually, I can't. Wait, why can't I grab these? Oh, no! Nat pops mean they're not eligible! I have to change everything now. Okay, so this gives a 5, but this kind of sucks. Oh, no. National support daily buff. That's a really slow burn thing, but it ain't bad. Dang it. Well, we're about to get a discount anyway, but advisors over there. Okay, so Siam got annexed. Kingdom of Siam now. Did we go Nat Pop? Yes, we did. Jack Reed just got elected in the United States. That's interesting. I don't see him naturally elected very often. And of course, one of the many appeals of Motorbank over Vanilla is in this one, Jack still has his hat. He is like unto a god with his hat. I am gonna go grab a little food to replace what I puked. I'm back. Welcome now to CHG's absolutely final campaign, number 3, The Emperor Leaves, aka the Conquering History Games Eats an Apple ASMR stream. It's a red delicious. And we begin in 3, 2, 1. Do let me know if it's bothering you and I'll mute it. I'll mute myself and just chew fast. What's the difference between Pat Ott and Nat Pop? Well, basically, these are two different factions within the army. The paternal autocrats are more centralist, where the Taisai Yokun Sankai, or the restorationists, they're kind of more believers in like the literal power of the emperor, but also that's sort of just the front for generally being anti-syndicalist, anti-democratic, and of course anti-Western thought. Oh boy, already got pieces of apple stuck between my teeth. Great. Yes, we're waiting for this. Oh no, it doesn't matter anymore. Or I mean, it does. Yes, it does. Actually, it matters more than ever. We just can't stack it. Ah, the body state commune just switched. There's the new portrait. So smug. Like, damn, boss. You look like you don't know you're gonna die in a plane crash. Might wipe a little bit of that smug off you. So, designed as a tribute to Emperor Showa's ascension in 1928. Wait, let me do it swallow. I'm sorry, that agreed with me. So designed as tribute to Emperor Showa's ascension in 1928, and to replace the old Shinka Empire Governor's Office for the island, the Taihoku Public Auditorium has finished construction after 4 years for a cost of slightly under 1 million yen. The city now earning the prestige of being the only major city with a public auditorium outside of the home islands. Chief architect of the project, Iri Kaoru, I think it's like that, Kaoru, aware of the severe differences in both heat, rainfall, and humidity of the island compared to the home islands, sought to both stress the local character of the island while also still using the modern architectural designs being applied to the rest of the island through other projects. A building worthy of the emperor. So Taiwan's compliance will grow, and we got a little more political power. Cool. Ready War Staff has completed 4 Army National Focuses. Oh, well, yeah, if we've already got that, let's do it. We'll just get some buffs. Why do I have... I'm going to not stream long today, because I just have a lot of chores I want to do. I need to do some more cleaning. And one of the things I'm thinking right now is, like, I'm just here on my desk, and I've got one of my glasses cases here, but I don't have glasses in it, so it's just an empty case. I could use for something other. I think I'll probably put... Actually, I have a sewing kit. I'll put it in there. Kind of like the Danish cookie thing, right? Eyeglasses make great natural little containers. Eyeglass cases. At least the ones I got. Because they're like the pop tube. The pop case kind. Easy to close and open. Republican victory in Brazil, as expected. Oh yeah, simple but effective, this character design. I like it. Alright. Few more days here. There we have it. The new system movement. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Okay, so the new system movement. To mobilize support for the regime and its reform program, the new system movement has been organized. Led by Prince Kone Fumimaro, the movement aims for the creation of a political institution that is capable of merging and binding the people into the organic whole of the nation. Basically, a Japanese breed of corporatism, with the emperor at its head. The movement's immediate goal is the combination of all political perspectives into one body, the Imperial Rule Assistance Society. This is the way we should go forward. Excuse me. Great, so now I should get these discounted. Sweet. Current ruling party, Social Democrat, Social Liberal, Market Liberal, Social Conservative, Authoritarian Democrat. So even if like Eternal Autocrat was considered, was like on there and they're part of our coalition, I mean, that we don't even have that excuse, so we got nothing. I think it's gonna have to be the Lord Keeper of the Privy Seal. Dang, I kind of don't like it though. Just 5%, because the stability modifier, okay, yeah, it's a 10%. We will, I guess I do need to think about it as a plus 10% stability. It's just not going to go into effect right now. Fascism, essentially. Yeah, it's corporate fascism. It's a little more capital and merchant minded, I suppose. Yeah, more money to me. The Justify Wargle time, I think, is going to be useless. Army experience gain. Stack this on my already dailies and could be good. This one's also tempting because of the daily creep of daily nat pop support. Really don't like this one. Military. %. I mean, it's always nice to have a multiplier. Doesn't hurt. 5% on top of 1.85. Yeah, everything's personally owned by the Emperor. He's the landlord. Some sort of lord of land. But it pays rent. Yeah, I'm gonna do Keeper of the Privy Seal. We'll appreciate the stability later. So, it's getting us a 0.1. Every 10 days we get an additional political power point. So 10 times 36 is going to be good for 36 a year. Maybe that wasn't worth it. But he's going to boost our stability more at war. So it'll pay for itself later. Eventually, well, it's going to be slow. Who am I kidding? I probably made a bad call. Set the coalition. National Service draft. Sato asserting dominance. So we're supposed to take it slowly, I think. We are eventually going to have to take one of these. Factory output plus 5%. Bunch of reductions. I think we want this guy. Right here. Now taxes make sense since we live on his land and get protection from him. Exactly. Emperor does it all. Failed! Revolt in Ukraine. So, the authoritarian Democrat sense. Oh, the Paraguayans are revolting. Also, they're up in arms. What's happening? Apparently nothing. Wow. Dang. Apparently, Paraguayans are quite poor. Their leader can't even afford enough clothes to cover her body. Am I pro-Penamite or pro-Yankee? What's a Penamite? I've never even heard of a Pennamite. And Yankee, you mean like American or the New York Yankees or what? Well, like them Northerners from the Union, what come down here and say we can't have slaves. Don't pick up a theorist. I don't think any of them have a steady creep. They do not. We just get regular old theorists. This guy will never be available to me now. I research the nukes? That'd be funny. Am I a Jitliang or a Fututugian? Now you're just courting controversy. Okay. Stream. Oh, yeah, you're trying to post a link. You're going to have to break it up or something. Because YouTube's pretty good about not letting links get posted in the chat. Which probably does a lot more good than bad. I must admit. Let's wait for this guy. Yeah. We're gonna get him. Ooh, what's this? Oh yeah, my Indo-Chinese division. I forgot about it. Hold on. January 4th, important day in Japanese history. Future date of Wrestle Kingdom, don't you know? There we go. One more week. 7 days. Alright, about time. Jeez. War in the Balkans and in Spain in that 1 week. Alright. Where's the one that brings in the paternal autocrats? Economic law costs minus 25% for a year. Interesting. National mobilization. Independent nation. Consumer good factor minus 15%. Resources to market minus 10%. Cool. Oh. Sorry, I'm thinking. It's a lot to process here. Independence. So, you see, the thing is, this is an optional one, but I feel like the decisions could be good to have. Let's see. Taking this focus will temporarily appease the other factions in our government, allowing us to pass one reform focus without incurring penalties and stability. Interesting. So here's the thing. I've got the option to purge the other party, or I can bring them in on the coalition. Destroy? Destroy what? Destroy not now, later. Later. Not right now. I do like this independence and self-sufficiency. Minus 15% consumer good factories is pretty dang good. Especially when we're at 42% right now. The landlordism! Was that... Yeah, the landlords are going Emperor, Imperial Diet, whatever, man. Freaking landlordismo. That's my ideology. One big coalition seems cool, and you don't have to maintain like the Russian one. Party politics, a European invention, is degeneracy. Yeah. Dang, the chat feels pretty strong. I guess we're gonna swing left then. Like, you can vote for any party you want to serve under the Emperor. We're definitely gonna need maintenance companies. Population issue. Maintenance companies and field hospitals. Ugh, all those trucks, all that rubber though. Socialists assume full control in Norway. It's Horner here, isn't it? No, it's Mosley! Oh! Oh god, I think I puked earlier. So I don't have anything to puke now. And because the apple. An apple a day keeps Mosley away. I think that's the quote. So Norway still went socialist. Wow. Got like a rosy filterness on. You guys know what I'm saying? There's definitely like a layer on this portrait that's just some little bit of shimmer. What's the play here? Mosley's cute now. There you go, that helped. With the nausea. Jagawo. Is that Calliope Mori? No, it's not exactly her personality. But this... Yeah, this is the one, she's the girl from Girls und Panzer, right? So all of these are now discount. No, they're not quite discounted. Yeah, I know, but I can get the advisor who will discount it. Corporate suit. Yeah. Plus 5% factory output, and then minus 33 essentially on everything that's in the second row. Very nice. Very good. Oh, so none of these are dirt cheap now. Yeah. 51%. I guess I should just take one now while I'm here. No, or, what else? Yeah, I should. Mitsu. Am I still doing infrastructure? I sure am. I might get Sumitomo. Yeah. See, these are all 15. Woo! 20 on the electronics research. Dang. Actually, Nippon Electric might be the way to go. They're all so good. Not the decryption power. Why can't I take this? Oh, I didn't prioritize military oil. Excuse me. 15 industry. This is 10 industry. Resource gain plus 10%. Yeah, it's gonna have, yeah, Nippon Electric. With the coalition, I can put the guys I wanted. Are you serious? Just, you know what? Fine. We're gonna next take this just to see what happens. And if it is what we can happen, we're gonna then reload the save file and not take these. Because that actually that's gonna be much more expensive if that is the case. Land of the Rising Scrum. Ooh. What are we gonna do about baseball? Yeah. Start a poll. The Emperor's... Hold on a sec. The Emperor's stance on baseball. Okay, option 1. Japanese culture won't be destroyed. Ban it in the name of tradition. Oh no, it's rugby. It's rugby. Excuse me. I assumed it was going to be baseball. Let's see the Americanness in me, right? It's like, of course they want to play the American game. Why wouldn't they? Rugby. All right. Yeah, a fatwa against baseball. Is it necessary? I mean, yes, but will we do it? Is the question. I'm kidding around. But let me actually read the event. I probably should. Let's give you guys some information now that the polls are already open. With the status of the imperial family leaving them often beyond reproach, political disputes arising between its members and the government are usually rare, though not entirely unheard of. The recent dispute that has arisen between Prince Chichibu, if I remember him because he's got that funny name, Chichibu. It's like cute. It's one of them cute names, like, or words like Bebo. Prince Chichibu, the younger brother of the emperor and multiple members of government, is even more unusual in how mundane the subject matter is compared to the usual backroom politicking. While the prince is widely renowned for his support and promotion of the growth of a wide variety of sports in Japan, the one that he has taken a shining to the most is the British sport of rugby, having been introduced to the sport by Kayami Shigeru, former president of Japan's rugby union and coach of the national team. Prince Chichibu has become the face of Japanese rugby, both at home and across the sea. With the prince's help, the sport has begun to spread across Japan, with many teams from the nation having begun to even compete internationally against those in Britain's Commonwealth. It is here where the dispute has risen, as some of the more hardline traditionalists within the government have started to see the growth of this foreign sport as, quote, the birth of a cancer that shall envelop our national identity, end quote. Though pushing to have the support for rugby suppressed in favor of more traditional sports and to rebrand rugby as a proper Japanese name, they have placed themselves in a headfirst collision course with the prince and his activism. With the prince having already issued an objection to these potential policies, it seems that making an official decision on how to proceed is unavoidable. Japanese culture isn't going to be destroyed by a simple ball game that would give us 10 political power, or we could say tradition is important. Perhaps the prince should help preserve Kamari instead, which will take away political power, but we'll get 1% more stability. What's the Korean sport involving standing on a log? Let's adopt that. It's like as a soft cultural way to like tell the Koreans, like, hey, you can be Japanese. Look, we play rugby too. Because we're all the same. We are all Japanese people. Even the ones that live in Korea. So, yeah, I guess I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to vote on that. What do I want to vamp about? Something in Eyeline I could... Oh yeah, I gotta sell or like give away this record that I've got. I think I've talked about before how I'm a vinyl record collector. I mean, not collector, that's too strong a word. I do like listening to vinyl. It's a big, honestly, it's become quite a part of, the Sunday routine, because I'm an early morning riser and like my city isn't. So yeah, Sundays, a lot of it is just like, okay, throw on the vinyl, do some chores. But I set myself a goal or like kind of a general rule when I started getting vinyl, because I was also moving at the time, around the same time, and I determined I am only going to have enough vinyls that I can fit them in a single crate. So I have like this plastic moving crate that I keep them in, and yeah, I've generally done a good job of it. Now, what has made it more complicated is I had gotten for my birthday from a couple of friends a box of vinyls of like random. Apparently, it was like one of those things where the store was just, here's a flat price. We just threw random shit in there. The first thing I do is I went through and I was like checked out, okay, which ones are like damaged, no good. And there was only a couple. It was like 3, but there's dozens in there. So I'm like going through that. But I just also try to generally, it's like, oh, the crate's getting kind of full. Time to do a little purging of the vinyls and like either sell them or give them away. But anyways, this is one that I want to be rid of, but it's like actually nice. It's like a good, practically new copy of like a jazz classic record. So I kind of feel like, well, this is worth a bit. But yeah, in fact, let me write that down. I'm gonna get that done today, this afternoon. Like either look up where I can go pawn it or ask. See, because the thing is, I don't know. Normally, I would just give it to a friend, but I don't think any of my friends like that, like Bill Evans. All right, back down. Cool. That should have been enough vamping. Let's see what the poll says. Winner is Japanese culture won't be destroyed by a simple ball game, and we got 10 political power. Which, hey, how about we spend it right away to celebrate? With the Nippon Electric, right? God, 20% on electronics is so dang good. We're definitely going to be using synthetic resources, so researching that faster is going to be really nice. Industries, of course, always good. So, like, yeah, there's some little things here and there, but I think, man, infrastructure construction is nice, but this is the one I think it's going to always be good. Hard to go wrong, though, with an Evo. Dun, 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 dun. What is that Korean sport we're standing on? I don't know about any sports that involve logs other than, I guess axe chopping, or log chopping is a thing with axes. Collins holds on? Yeah, that's definitely not Maury. That is not Maury Clive. She's just pale, big boobs, pink hair. Come on. They're practically twins. Alright. Cool, we got the independence and self-sufficiency. Very happy about that. Now we'll do... See, now we take one country, one party without pissing anybody off. And then I think we do need to do a little something over here. I mean, I think I should at least get the economic controls going. Like, I really don't see the rush, honestly. Favor between friends, production efficiency cap, or we could do into excess, Scion of Fujiwara. Ooh, I think into excess is actually gonna have to be the one we want. Callie sang Black and Tans in a national karaoke event. Yeah. She raps it. Excuse me, that'd be funny. Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny that you say that, though, because, like, the idea of a politician singing. There was a mayor... Hold on. There's nothing more petty than provincial party politics. Okay, hold on. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a save file here. Because I just want to see if I get that guy in the political advisors, if the one who does a reduction on other political advisors, if he becomes available, if I do the coalition thing. If that's the case, we're going to definitely go back to an earlier save file just so we can reorder the thing. But that's going to really end up being an enormous difference in how our political power resources are going to be available. Yeah, the compassionate agent. Yeah, these two I think I wanted. White Sun over China. So yeah, we're going into China, so we should check out what this event is about. Just give me a second here. Sorry, I was trying to see what was going on with like my mouse or computer. Did you guys kind of see how it was doing these dragging here? I wasn't really clicking it and it was doing that. So it's been months since the League of Eight provinces collapsed, and the Kuomintang seized control over eastern China. With chaos ongoing in the fractured nation, reliable news has been harder to obtain than ever before. Despite the censorship implemented by the warlords and the Qing government, a young journalist made his way with cleverness and courage through the war-torn lands of the former League to the south, to the mountains of the Fujian base area of the Kuomintang. Edgar Snow, who came to Shanghai in 1928 from the U.S., works for an English newspaper in the city. His bravery to cross the front lines and open sympathy to the cause of KMT has opened his way to interview the leadership of the uprising. Today, his hastily printed book, White Sun Over China, hit the stores and found great interest with Western readership. Besides the talks with his interview partners, he painted a vivid picture of life in the KMT-controlled parts of China, different from warlord rule, but not without strife. His stories, while attracting criticism for romanticizing Chinese revolutionaries, still invoke sympathy for the KMT struggle all over the world, especially in leftist circles. A deluded fool. So is this Edward Snow or this? Oh no, that's Megumin. So it's smug ass Wang. But yeah, I thought Megumin was like, didn't she rule Hunan? I think Hunan has changed. Deluded fool. So that's just what's going on in China. Next up, we gotta really use this extra research time. Yeah, Gil, and we're going so in unconcentrated. This is gonna bite me in the ass. I don't know. We still have a lot of divisions to fill out. Okay, yeah, we're at 51. If we wanted to get up to 99, we would need we can't even do that many. We can only make 33 more at this moment. And at this moment, we are 872 days worth of infantry equipment in debt. Just as a heads up. The Second American Civil War has begun. Okay. Whoa. A lot of things just happened. So we got the coalition in. First things first. Okay. We, in fact, cannot get Tatsukichi. All right? So now we know that. We don't have to go back. It was played correctly. Excuse me. So, we're going to save here. Okay. Japan. No, or wait, say Second American Civil War. Because we are, of course, immediately going to want to have the Pacific States win. Now, because we are national populists, it's entirely possible that they may refuse to join us. I really don't know the mechanisms of them joining the co-prosperity sphere. From what I remember, I don't think it was linked to political power. Wow, who is this? This looks like a character out of Fate, Sora, but I don't know. She's kind of had like a more childy face. And then I guess, not childy, that's not the right word. Kind of like a flatter face, I'd say. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, flatter face would be the word. Because, like, Fate characters, they have, like, distinctive chins, noses, etc. It's a little more personality going on in the face. Anyway, alright, so Destiny of America is at stake. I don't know. Also, what is this? USA in disarray. Seize and claim more. Yeah, of course. Midway and Wake. That's all me. All me, baby. Should we keep the continent divided? I mean, ideally, yeah, they would just collapse into a civil war forever, and then eventually I could choose to justify on them and go in there that way. Ooh, that'd be a little nasty, but you can only do... Yeah, before the Second Blitzkrieg starts, war goals can only be gained from national focuses, events, and decisions. So, right. I'm not the person who does that very often, but that red stop sign is always there, and I'm glad. I'm glad it is. So yeah, you can't do shenanigans. Well, we're definitely going to send volunteers, but I just want to check if in their focuses. Also, oh, yeah, news alert, by the way, Sweden joined the Germans. Never seen that happen before. I just want to see their foreign policy tree, if there's something that lets them back in, or how do they do it. Yeah, working with our allies. We will now send advisors to countries at war with our enemies and provide military access to their soil if needed. American Century, no. Won the Civil War, no ceasefire, considered major company. Fortress America. You see, it might be a decision, it might not be in the focuses, so you can't see everything. Ooh, expand the core. Cool. I like a lot of these little more complicated these sort of decisions here that help you kind of customize your army in a way. I mean, this has been Kaiserreich's strength all the time, right? It's what you do before the war. It keeps it engaging, at least to me, obviously. Not to everyone. You ain't lining up around the blocks for midnight releases of, well, they don't do that for anything anymore, like physical copies, but maybe Pokemon, I guess. But they're not lining up around the block to, you know, get the latest Hearts of Iron 4 DLC. Only the truly obsessive painters. Okay, so we should probably just take it for granted that they're not going to join us. So here's what I do. Here's what I know. The CSA is not our friend. Huey Long has no reason to really be our friend. Hey, Andrew Thompson, good to see you. There's McCarthy. Yeah, what a great portrait. Great portrait. Like, not wearing a shirt under the button shirt, which, like, when you think about it, it's like, isn't one shirt enough, but, like, it's subtle. I think we should help the Pacific States. It's definitely most in our interest for them to do well, if for nothing else than to drag the war out. You know what I really think? If the Second Weltkrieg happens and the Second American Civil War is still going on, I'm justifying on the PSA. We're gonna do a manual justification as soon as it begins, which won't be for 3 years, about 3 years, a little under really. And then just bit by bit, bite off pieces of America. There used to be a trick. That was a trick you used to be able to do in vanilla. I don't know if you could anymore. Like I've literally not played vanilla in years, but you could you do the government coup thing and like you break up you break up the country and then you justify on one of them and then you just repeatedly do that and bite your way across the country. Okay. It's time to appease the Code High because we're gonna do it into X's. I believe so. Yeah, feeling real good about it. Alright, well, it's not easy to reconcile the hardline views of the Kotoha with the reality of running a country. We must not forget that was them. There's definitely a typo in here. Who have put, it probably say that it was them who have put our regime into power. Only a fool bites the hand that feeds him. Yeah. Don't bite the hand that feeds you if it's holding a knife. However anybody wants to feel about Callie's music, I genuinely believe she does have bars at times. Yeah. Support the PSA. We don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any to 10. So, oh well. That kind of sucked actually. Ooh, I almost kind of want to like. What if I do this? Is that gonna help? Nope, I'm still 5,000 in debt, although it'll only take 3 months to get it back. Fine. I do want to send help. Okay, yeah, and I haven't sent the volunteers, dang it. So we can send 2. I mean, they should be Marines, right? Just like getting kits. Just like the simulations. Okay. The tank designer, I suppose I should do this sooner rather than later. Speed plus 10%. Speed. Soft attack or speed is the question. I'm planning on my infantry doing most of the hard fighting. I think the idea is that we're gonna just do encirclements with the tanks, but certainly we would never want to get into a slugfest with them. Just very careful prodding. At the end of the day, if they don't break through, nothing like then they're not accomplishing. It's like in not the magician, but the book David Copperfield. There's his that one married couple he keeps running into where the father's constantly in debt. But he tells them the thing about like the key to happiness is like if you paid for everything you need to and you have $1 left or £1, then you're happy. If you're $1 short of everything you need, you're unhappy. So that's how it is with Tank Breakthrough, where if you're breaking through, it's the greatest thing ever. It's one of the best feelings in Hearts of Iron 4. And if you're not breaking through, then you have completely defeated the purpose of your tanks, and you have just spent like so much time, energy, industry, production on creating a thing that doesn't work. So with that in mind, the speed of the tanks post breakthrough is kind of immaterial, I think. So we're gonna go with soft attack. Then again, 15%. The 15% extra hard attack is genuinely so tempting, and if I was like playing Germany, I would absolutely take this because 15% is more than 10, and hard attacks would like help me defeat Russian tanks. But what kind of tanks are the Chinese gonna have? I don't think it's an issue. I should be able to pierce them. And again, trucks, they could put trucks in there and those will have hardness. I'm going to be able to customize the tanks more anyway once we have the new chassis. Dang it, I talked myself back into it. Go over here. I was like, yeah, soft attack. But we got there. I mean, it's an important decision. We got there. I should have actually done industry first, I think. Whatever, we'll do it here in a minute. Soft attack. Production cost minus 10%. Trucks minus 15%. That's going to be the one, I think. But on the other hand, motorization research sucks. Osaka. Yeah, we need that Osaka it factor. The Chicago of Japan. Yeah. The rise of the Datsun. Also, was there a color change down here? Again? No. Okay, the rise of Datsun. For more than a decade now, American motor companies have complete... You know what I just thought? Let's just... I should just make... There we go. So for more than a decade now, American motor companies have completely dominated the Japanese markets. While domestic manufacturers have done well for themselves in recent years, their total combined production would be akin to a rounding error when charted against that of the big three of Ford, GM, and Chrysler. Even with the chaos at home, the big three's branches in Japan have kept soldiering on, although it is becoming obvious to many that their output has begun to greatly suffer. Seeing a great opportunity to capture the potential lost market share, Nissan has released a new model of their Datsun brand of care known as the Type 16. Despite being almost identical to the previous Type 15, the timing of their release and an associated marketing push include providing a free model to the IJA has already resulted in thousands of sales, including even some to well-off Australian importers. While it's still too early to say if this momentum will keep up, especially once the American situation resolves itself, it seems like this may be a fantastic year for Japanese business. This is only the beginning. 1 unit of early truck is added to the national stockpile. That is great. I don't know anything about Datsuns. I know a little bit about like some Japanese manufacturers, but like probably about as much as any American. I guess maybe your average American doesn't know about the war stories, but the war things that were made. But that's me. I wanted to check. Okay. Yeah, I was just opening in another tab just something I wanted to research. Some cars. All right. Can I do the industry guy? No. Carrier genius. Genius! Man, I really just don't give a crap about the Navy. Oh yeah, the artillery guy. Oh yes. Oh yes. We're gonna have those triangle divisions, all that line artillery, and just send as many as you got, China. I'll just try to make enough rounds for all of them. We're still on civilian economy, so let's, I think, continue to focus on infrastructure here and here. That's it for now. Yeah. I also want to get those Navy doctor. I mean, there's so much to be done. I think maybe aircraft. Yeah, we'll do these two, and then that's it. We'll stop. Because also the civilian economy is giving me more daily political power gain at the moment, so it does have its pros. In fact, the more I think about it, actually shifting the economy might be a lower priority, so I don't think I'm going to take this just yet. Gibraltar has fallen. Carlist troops captured it. Okay, so we're going to see Carlist win. Oh, Santee's kind of hanging in there, but I don't think so. I think the Carlists have it. And if the Pacific wins and we... Oh, shoot, I haven't actually deployed my volunteers. Whoopsie! Let's bring them... Send the Marines to the desert. Yeah, no, they gotta get to the pass. All of this, we ain't gonna be fighting in friggin'... I'm not sending Japanese Marines to fight in Wyoming. Okay, that's not what they're there for. Let's get them down here, aiming for the Texas oil. And, just... I mean, you get here into Texas, Denver becomes just a matter of time. Now, is the Pacific States... they are technically at war with... Yeah, I mean, they only gotta go one direction, though. That's good. That's the great thing about when you're the Pacific States. You've only got one direction you gotta face. It makes it easy in its way. Let's do now... Film in the countryside, big business. Ooh, factory output plus 5%. Oh, yes! Add technology, synthetic oil experiments. If they've already been built, 2 refineries will happen instead. Dang. Did I research the synthetics yet? Shit, I have not. 258 days. Yeah, no one wants to fight Wyoming. Americans do! They will, as you see. I'm so curious about this cabinet one. I really want to know. I also probably should maybe count out 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're not going to take this, so I think 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think we do need to take one of these first just to even some stuff up, but also it's going to give us political power. So that's going to make it worth it. It's going to pay for itself, but I'm curious what these decisions are. That's why I'm just taking this now. By taking direct control of the media, we can ensure the public is well informed and on board with our government's plans. Also, let me tell you guys something right now. Ain't no one invading the home islands. I won't stand for it. But also I don't know if there's the automated thing because I think it's. I always forget if it's in Kaiserreich too, but I remember in vanilla there's 2 automatic lose conditions for Japan in World War II, so that because people hated having to naval invade, so it was if there's no true Japanese troops on the mainland, meaning China kicked them off it. That's an auto loss, but also if they get hit with 2 nukes, and I believe it did have to be 2. That's also an auto loss where the player doesn't even get a choice. I don't know if that exists in Kaiserreich, but I will take back the land if needed. Probably not. I mean, if we get pushed off the mainland, I will attempt one D-Day style huge invasion to try to get land back. But if that fails and I'm pushed back a second time, game over. That's it. The Nanjing Nationalist Government. What will they think of next? We're helping out Indochina, at least. I don't think Indochina's going to win this. But we're killing Germans, I suppose. How has this been going, actually? We've lost 151. Oh my gosh! Look at this. We lost 9 manpower. They lost 474. Nice job, Germany. Yeah, this is very good. Look at this! Battle of Saigon. 381 of them killed. 0 of us. They're not even well armed. Alright. Nippon Cheyenne. Nippon Cheyenne sounds like it'll be the name of some big, like some American and Japanese car companies work together to create the Nippon Cheyenne. Like a 4x4 truck. Sell tens of millions. Alright. Japanese Marines versus American Cavalry. Let's see how this goes. Reckless Old Guard. I'm probably never going to use this person. Army Morale. Oh, yes. Tomoyuki. Oh, I hate that experience gain loss, but damn, they're good. No denying it. Shaq Shunroku? Oh my gosh, so much offensive doctrine here, though. Yeah, see, the 2 politically connected ones. Go. Prove to me you're good. You know what? Literally. Okay, we need to remember who they were. Hisayachi and Tomoyuki. If we use them in the Great War, it's going to be dependent on how they do here. Don't give Toyota ideas. Hey, French, I'm too busy working on my second West Russian War to work on my own mods. How's the campaign going, buddy? It's going great. We're only in May 1st, 1937, May Day. We're gonna see if we can win. Revolutionaries take Mongolia. Okay. Ooh, bad. What's going on here? River crossing? Excuse me, I thought these were Marines. What the hell are you talking about? High priority that. We need to get infantry equipment back up for reals. Cool, got the tank chassis done. That's nice. That one's going to take quite a while. Probably never really get to it, so we'll do these other things in the meantime. Okay, material designer. Osaka. Boom. Simple as. And then, I think we were going to do something. Ooh, fighter and carrier fighter boost. Do I want to get cheeky with the 0? I kind of... Oh, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I've said for years I wanted to do it one day. We're going to do... you have to use the 0. We're not going to do regular land fighters or... Oh, then but the thing is... Well, no, okay. What is the one that we get the specialized buff on? That's the one I'm going to use. Intensifies... I mean, they're land-based, so maybe not. But... Where is the one that I'm talking about that gives us a specific research buff? Update Imperial War College. No. Wait, yeah, this is what the filter's for, right? Air Force. Okay. So this is land-based fighters. Land-based fighters. Am I thinking of a different country than Japan? Says there's 5 filtered. I see only 3. Oh no, here we go. Naval aviation, carrier aircraft, plus 5% agility and speed. There it is, the 0. Thanks to the efforts of the Mitsubishi Aircraft Company, we have been able to design a new fighter that will serve our efforts both on the sea and the land. The 0, as it's called, will be a cutting-edge carrier-based fighter. 1 year ahead of time penalty reduction for the Nakajima Ki-43 Hayabusha and Mitsubishi A6M Racing. Somebody messaged me. Okay. If the AM6 or the A6M ration was researched before completing this focus, we will instead be granted an upgraded 1940 fighter carrier variant. The AM... So, I want to see what that upgrade looks like. The Mexican Rancers are getting to show. Yeah. Payback for Americans watching the revolution. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the AM6. So, right here, the AM6 Reishen. Now, I believe we can research it on its own. We don't even have to research the Hayabusa. Like right here. Oh no, it does require technology KI-27. Dang. So essentially, there's two ways I could use this focus. I could either use it to get a better plane faster, or I could wait to get it late. So it's going to take longer, but once I get it, it'll be super good. I mean, presumably it'll be super good. I'm guessing it says it's an upgraded version. I hope it's worth it. I mean, that's like plus 2% agility. You know, I want something, give me some meat on the bones. You know. Let's see here. You know what I would love if it said, like, carrier variant fighters will be treated, or, well, then again, if you need to get, no, I mean, land-based fighters is pretty clear. That's very explicit. It's not going to count for carriers, I think. Well, then that just means I won't take this stuff. I won't need the help. Yeah, so that just means that's 49 days plus 49 days I won't take, which could instead be spent here, which is 35 and 35 days. So there we go. We've got our answer. We will eventually come down here to the 0. Great. So then, yeah, let's keep going. There goes Kingdom of Spain, and Austria and Hungary are getting at it. Midget submarine. We all live in a midget submarine. A midget. So yeah, Navy wins the decision. Exactly. All that to get there. Gotta placate them both. I mean, we're trying to. It's not even placating. It's like, hey, we're all a team here. We know that. Come on. Yeah, field hospitals. It's gonna strain the heck out of our industry, but we do not have numbers. The population that we can draw on in terms of manpower, it's just not there compared to like China. Japanese ambassador has become High Commissioner in Shanghai. Following the outbreak of the Second American War, the legation cities heavily reliant on American protection influence fell into a power vacuum. Asians for Asia. Oh yeah, I forgot to steal that shit. Let me do that. Destabilize Tianjin. I don't even know about all this stuff. Resource usage. I mean, whatever. Just do that. I'm not too. I've. The luster is a little gone on the research production stuff. Hope the army gets its logistics experts. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Where's the one? Yeah, logistics core improved. It's gonna do another minus 10% on supply usage. Also, fuel will go down. Fuel's not as big a deal. Well, actually, it might be once the Navy's up and running. There goes the oil. Operations secured in Tianjin. Yeah. Oh, this means our Marines are gonna come back. Good, actually. I should send the Triangle divisions. Yeah, that's a good thing. And we're gonna fight the Philippines. Excuse me. All according to plan. So since you know, we're dealing with the plan, let's just get that get our navy out here doing a little work. This is great. See, I don't really know admirals too well, so it's just great to, you know, at the end of the day, it's a cute aesthetic. I mean, that's what the Moe Revolution is. There we go. I'm just assigning people. Like, we'll do it properly later. Okay. We got a few divisions here ready to go. We're gonna switch these all to the triangles, the nice ones. And, okay. Yeah, it's just gonna be a solid 4 block coming in like that. So it's gonna have to be. Because let me look at my Marines. They're kind of thin. We need to put some meat on their bones. I guess I could do that now. Oh, except no, I'm at my division limit, I'm quite sure. Oh, no. Maybe not. Okay, wait, remove. You know, I do like to put a little mountaineer in there. I do enjoy it. Okay, apparently we're not over the battalion limit yet. Combat support. Motorized artillery. No. Yeah, I kind of want to just do like maybe 1 anti-air. Yeah, just a little bit of that. Maintenance companies. Dude, I might do armored recon actually. This takes light tanks, right? China is mountainous, yeah. Support anti-air. Kind of want to do armored recon actually. What's that do to my hardness? Not really a whole lot. Jungle, I'm actually gonna do better in the jungle, it looks like. Yeah, movement buffs, 10 plus 10%. For the price of 24 light tanks. I'm just going back and forth to check the things. Reliability is gonna get better, actually. We'll get 3.5 armor. We need something, right? Org goes down a little. Reconnaissance becomes 1. Oh, it's 1.5 though if it's motorized. Well, that tears it. Yeah. How many tank trucks does that use though? 20 trucks. 20 trucks ain't bad. Helps with support attack. I mean, soft attack for artillery support in line. Yeah, so let's do that. I don't think the field hospitals. I think the Marines are screwed. no, we'll get them in there. Yeah, that'll do, pig. That'll do. So then where are my other Marines? We have the one set. Yeah, so we're gonna cancel this. Just cancel all that. Except for I do want you training. We'll instead get our Marines here. New and improved. And I might as well use the ones who are gonna get the buff later. Here we go. Kanji and Yasuji. Okay, Kanji and Yasuji. So one of those two. Kanji and Yasuji. Okay, well here's Yasuji. They are reckless, but they have 4 attack. Is this one of the... I think this is another Girls und Panzer one. Oh, this is... Oh gosh, isn't this cursed? Isn't this like the Omoto or Imito or whatever? And then here's Kanji. Samurai lineage, but wow, just nothing going on. All ones. Ooh, nice character design. They're all nice. Hey, isn't this the one anime? There was the dance, and then they did like the 8 episodes in a row where there was only like one difference between them each or something. I definitely that's on my bucket list to do that experience at some point. Anyway, where did she go? Did I see an urban fighter there for a second? Those are rare. Nah. Okay, did I miss something? I saw him a second ago. Here we go, Yasuji. Alright, so it'll be Yasuji. You're in charge of our Marines. It's the Marine Corps. Hey there, Lucky Plank. Haruki, yes, thank you. So let's see what can these 3 Marines get it done on their own? I had another set somewhere. You know what? I'm switching all these over too. Let's get some proper divisions, please. Everybody's the triangle. Spade. This is the spade that we place our trust in the trenches. Finally, support the PSA. Send that, please. Good. Now we can queue up an unsustainable amount of divisions. Actually, it's perfectly sustainable. This will get me to 85, a nice number, I think. About 3 armies and some change. 3 corps. Yeah, 3 armies and some change, essentially. Nagoya Pan-Pacific Peace Exposition, sponsored by the government. The Nagoya Pan-Pacific Peace Exposition was intended to promote industry, transportation, education, science, construction, architecture, social welfare, tourism, fine arts and crafts. Where's the but, right? Over the 2.5 months of operation, the Nagoya exhibition received more than 4.8 million visitors, or roughly 4 times the population of the greater Nagoya area at the time. Daily attendance averaged at 61,643 people. What's the problem here? We have shown our best to the world. We get political power, or we could say, if you want peace, prepare for war, and we'll get 5 Navy experience. Definitely not that. We have shown our best to the world. I mean, I don't even know what that means. Like, I guess you get to choose, like, how do you ideologically take this. But give me that political power. Don't think I forgot about these dockyards, by the way. There's just so much I need to spend on. I still need to get an aircraft designer here up and running. Oh yeah, since now I know I'm going to do the carrier fighter. Oh my god! Tachikawa minus 15% on all aircraft? Like this agility light speed thing here, the Kyushi Hikoki, that's pretty good. Damn, these are all good. 30% on the agility. Kind of want to do them. Dang, these are so good. Sort of okay with taking the range hit, maybe. 15%. The agility. You know what? I'm going to look up what was the original Zero. Okay, Japanese Zero airplane. I'm going to look up who specifically did that. Mitsubishi, that's what I thought. The Mitsubishi AM6M0 is a long-range carrier-capable fighter aircraft formerly manufactured by Mitsubishi Aircraft Company, operated by the Imperial Japanese Navy, 1940 to 45. 0 was the last digit of the Imperial year, 2600, 1940, when it entered service with the IJN. The official Allied reporting name was Zeke, though the name 0 was used more commonly. The Zero is considered to have been the most capable carrier-based fighter in the world when it was introduced early in World War II, combining excellent maneuverability, high airspeed, strong firepower, and very long range. The Imperial Japanese Navy Air Service also frequently used it as a land-based fighter. Oh my gosh, in early combat operations, the Zero gained a reputation as a dogfighter, achieving an outstanding kill ratio of 12 to 1. Helps also when you're shooting planes and still on the ground. My mid-fight 1942 combination new tactics and the introduction of better equipment enabled Allied pilots to engage the Zero on generally equal terms. Then it goes on to say how it essentially falls behind. Continue to serve frontline role until the end of the war in the Pacific. Toward the end, it was adapted for use in kamikaze operation. Japan produced more Zeros than any other model of combat aircraft during the war. Okay. So I think that settles it. It's going to be Mitsubishi, although kind of the M, it's the Mitsubishi's in the name. So it's like, are we doing something collaborative here or not? Are we trying to bring the Japanese people together under the Emperor or not? Okay. We're just double checking. Geez, this shows the strength of the designers when you play Japan, because they have so many designers that would just be a no-brainer click if you were playing as a different country. Like this minus 15% on all aircraft is so dang good. But I think we want to let's see if we can do it better. We're gonna go all in Mitsubishi. This should be interesting. And it's not going to pay off for years. Just so y'all know. Keep that in mind. For many years, it's not going to pay off. Because we're not going to take this. We're not taking this until 1940. We're going to already have the Zero before we click that. Which means even to get in 1940, we'll probably have to go a little ahead of time. Gonna need the tank. Should I have logistics with my Marines? No, we'll put them with the regulars. Okay. Is it time for economic controls? I think so. Yeah, we gotta come down here anyway at some point, so let's do that, and then, well, no. I said earlier I didn't want to, that could wait. Cooperative elite, development of the countryside. Every owned core state with less than 3 units per factory gets 1. Synthetic oil. Yeah, we gotta come over here. And the factory output's pretty nice too. Internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organization declared war on the Serbian Republic. Wow! What a character. It's like if Fuamoko, Ollie, and Iris had a baby. It had big boobs. Alright. Yeah, once it was grown up, which it clearly has already done. You know, actually, this is going to take 35 days. Click. You know, you know what? Here, yeah, we're going to research it manually, and I'm sure it's going to take more than 254 days before we're clicking this one anyway, because we have to keep going back and forth. It's like, we're going to be like halfway there anyway. Yeah, I'd rather this go towards, just give me 2 refineries straight up, so that I could quickly stop trading for rubber. That's the idea. Relatively quickly. CNT, what do they do? Ooh, they're kind of secure in the south. They can do that. Something might be happening here. Wuzong Federal Republic just got declared. Again. Hungary collapsed. Alright, Mitsubishi. Just all in on agility. I love agility. I've said agility is king. Time to put my money where my mouth is. Washington has fallen. The Syndicalists got it, but they didn't get New England. A lot of things are still possible. Let's check in on our Pacific Volunteers. They are doing badly. But you know what? It looks like the road to Denver is now open, so F it. We're going over here now. We'll help them take Denver, and then we'll swing right. Whatever. We just have to get through the pass. Get through the mountains, the Rockies, and into Texas. So now, instead of going directly from the west, we'll come at them from the north. It's fine. Icelandic independence. Alright. Okay. I don't think you've ever seen the Syndicalist room with the AI. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough. Have the Japanese ever seen a desert? I think that there is arid areas of Japan, but nothing that would be considered a desert, as far as I know. Japan's more defined by its mountains. I think like only 10% of the land in Japan is farmable because so much of it is mountainous. Terrorist attack in Tianjin. Earlier today, an explosive device was detonated in the port city of Tianjin, killing scores of civilians and wounding many more. The police have claimed that this is simply a case of the anti-concessionist violence through the native Chinese are adamant that dark forces are at work, with some wondering if this has any relation to our recent involvement of Tianjin. Obviously, the military has claimed it has nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with us. Nothing at all. Oh, I completely forgot to actually draw the order. So let me do that. Wait, no, not that. Here we go. Naval invasion from here to there. And yeah, please go over there. Swiftly. Please and thank you. Alright. Peru just declared war on Ecuador. Don't want to get involved in these. I almost want to send some people overseas, just get experience fighting. But we're so in debt on, on the divisions, you know, we're trying to crank out here. There we go. Thank you. Okay. 30 divisions to go. Do I want to get to an even 100? I've really got to stop. Look, I'm 618 days back on the infantry equipment right now. But you know what? Fact of the matter is, we need bodies. We just need bodies in the front line. And the equipment will come later. We can always disband if needed. Reaching out to big businesses. Great, so we got that done. Now we got to swing to the center or right. National mobilization. I don't need that right now. Yeah, this doesn't do a whole lot for me. Stability modifier, though, is nice. Might be time to... no. No, I want to have the additional political power from civilian economy while I'm hiring all these. Like, I need to get this artillery genius, you know that. Because I feel like once I take this, I'll have to double upgrade ASAP. But yeah, what were those decisions that I opened? I forgot about them. Expand the tungsten mines. Seize Tianjin. E35 support for a China agency. Dang it. The others are getting involved, though. I don't think the path is there. War-ready staff. We need more army focuses. Need more military factories. Okay, sorry guys, I know I'm taking a while. I'm just really trying to think what is the best play here. Maybe right now we could destroy degenerative industrialism? Oh, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need to do a new way. Break a new gate. This bandmaid will eventually say in this timeline. Production. I've got to do one here on the right. That's for sure. So, you know what? Yeah, let's... It's got to be one of these. So, what's more important, vision training or helping with production and stuff? I mean, once you put it that way, this does seem the obvious answer. You know, we'll just have to pivot. We just got to pivot, do the economic laws early, and enjoy the better economy in exchange for the lesser political power. I think it actually is going to be better in the end. Zhang's proclamation. He has proclaimed that within a year, his nation will begin its war of national reclamation to retake the South and reunite the country under his leadership. Of course, our aid has played a great role. This will be in our interest. It might be best to limit their auditions. Our resources aren't No, we're going to do it. Yeah. We're going to do it. I support them. They're the ones who are going to be doing the bleeding. We'll get him. We'll hit the coast. We're going to do it together. And if he turns on me, well, we'll be ready for that too. All right, well, if I'm going to do the long road to the 0 after all that we just did, might as well get to it. Music is just a little too loud, and you know what? It's not feeling Japanesey. But again, I don't know, like, I'll just do this, but you don't want to be careful about copyright. Don't speak. Okay. The Japanese are notorious for how they'll crack down on copywriting music. Chat's gone a little quiet, feels like. Also, are our Pacific volunteers in position a little better? Oh, they're doing the stupid thing here. Come over here. Where's the... Yeah, just walk into Denver. Just walk over to Denver. Oh, dang it. Okay, you come here then. Just walk to Denver. Yeah, the commanding officer on the radio just saying, why are you shooting at them? Just go where they're not. Just go around, idiot. Alright. We're committed now. They want to fight. Yes, the honor and all that. The fall of Denver. Pacific conscripts, Japanese Marines, have been fighting long, difficult skirmishes with the federal government across the Rockies. Today, their efforts came to a close as they finally descended on the city of Denver after a large-scale assault across the South Platte River. By the way, I'm going to be ending in the next, 15 minutes most. I've got other things I need to get done. Today, their efforts came to a close as they finally descended on the city of Denver after a large-scale assault across the South Platte River, Denver being the capital of Colorado and the main federal stronghold in the Great Plains. The fall of the Queen City of the Plains seems to be a major upset for the future of the United States, and as fighting dies down in the South Platte Valley, many experts agree that the federal government is now almost certain to come to terms with the Pacific States of America. USA can't take much more, can it? Alright. You hold, you come up here, you do like that. No. You, I want to do... I mean, yeah, let's actually just stay in Denver. Hold on for a second. This guy will come this way. We need to let them catch up a little. Yes, the Japanese commissars. Ooh, I don't like that. No, take this supply hub right here. That'll get them moving. Okay, basic engine done. Armor as well. I mean, we're a ways away from the tank upgrades, but we might as well get that done. Oh, gee, look at this. We're gonna have Japanese Marines shooting Austrian infantrymen right now. What a crazy war. How do you decide whether to play the normal version or the Moe version? I mean, just whatever I'm feeling at the time, I suppose. But this one, I thought, oh, it's Japan, it's kawaii. You know, I've been known. I think I'm like the only person on the internet who plays Moe Reich in the Moe order and streams it, I should say. Everyone else does it privately. But they do it! Hey, wait, hold on a sec. Whoa, I got a message. What is this? Oh, yeah. Thank you once again, POV Ryan, for the super chat. Okay. This is interesting. I don't know if you... I guess yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to see it, but I just found out that there is a way that I can filter specifically the super chats and memberships and stuff messages. So I could, I mean, and there's always been, I could filter it between top chat and live chat, but that's interesting. That's good. I like that because then that lets you, if you want to go back and read one that, like, if a chat is moving fast and your super chat passed and missed it, you could check there. Okay, that's cool. You know, people give YouTube a lot of crap, and I've certainly done it in my day. But I've always genuinely felt that they are, at least on the creator side of things, they're always trying to give you, as a creator, the most amount of options and availability, and you know, they're always trying to streamline your experience. Which, like, and you could say, well, that's just a naked self-interest. They want people to make videos because that's what YouTube produces. But it's like, okay, I mean, but isn't that good for the creators too? You know, everybody's winning here. Okay, anyway, YouTube, send me money direct for you know, doing that. All right, economic controls, we've got that done. So now we swing back this way, and now we're gonna do a new way, except we've still got 187 days to go. So now we're kind of doing a bounce back and forth where we don't want to click that until this number is at less than 35. Creating chapters is probably the best update in a while. Yeah. I mean, y'all always love a timestamp. Anytime I'm watching a concert or something on YouTube and there's somebody, or you know, there's a documentary and somebody has put timestamps below, and you know, whenever I see that done, personally, if anybody ever put timestamps on one of my videos, like if I get it, well, I'm not going to be monitoring this channel anymore, but like, hey, for the rest of the live series or something, and going forward in the future, if I see that, I'm going to be the guy who copy pastes over. It's like, wow, thank you for doing that. Now, I mean, depending on what kind of work I'm going to do, I'm going to hopefully have timestamps of my own. But I'm just saying, the people who do that, they're great, and I always hit like when I see the timestamp maker. Or the Chads who were in Amelia Watson's videos, the ones who would timestamp whenever she'd go, just the timestamp the Hicks, jeez. That guy is actually a Chad. So we don't want to do New Way yet, and we're not going to take a favor between friends. So we only have 2 more of these, so that means we must then go to the middle. Again, yeah, National Service Draft Ordinance, 2 factories, simple as. Yeah, because we're continuing. Remember, we're continuing to try to get to enable the national spirit. We're gonna get buffs here, but like the land reform, this is what's hurting us right now. Where is it? Rampant landlordism. That's hurting us in a lot of ways, very badly. So that's what I was talking about in I think the first or second stream. We've got to prioritize going this way. So all of this is going to be left to rot for a while, which is fine because this one we're not going to take for 3 years anyway. Or like 2.5. Who's up next? Who's on first? What's on second? I think we're going to do that nationalist ideologue just to get that trickle. And Captain of Industry, he's pretty dang good too. You know what? He's probably better now. Yeah, because we're doing infrastructure now. So right now it's about, and civilian factories will be next. Some refineries. So little that we're using. Okay, back to the Pacific, or back, yeah, helping them out here. We get, yeah, we've got to touch this, take this tile, and it's gonna cut off everyone in the south because they don't have access to the coast. Everybody in here dies when I take this tile right now. By the way, let's name these the first Medicate, the first ESA Marines, and the second. We're gonna call these ones the Denver Marines. To always remember what they did. Whoa! Feng Tian requests small arms. Feng Tian government has long possessed an advantage against its Chinese rivals who are frequent material aid. All we can currently afford is cheap obsolete, so send nothing. We can always send, yeah, we don't have an option. Dang, so I can't even choose to go into debt. See, I'm getting punished right now for this nonsense that I'm doing. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, you can just smell it. I don't think Pacific States will go Entente either, because, I mean, New England's been created, so that's usually who Canada will support in, like, that specific scenario. In fact, let's just check here. Did they make up a puppet yet or whatever? The Entente? Oh, yeah! The Pokemon trainer. This is Gen 5, right? Which takes place in America. That's great. I forget her name. David I. Walsh. Outspoken isolationist and provincial president who, yep, made himself an autonomous puppet. All right, back here. What do next? Got to take this stuff at some point too to get the dockyards up and running. All right. Ooh, 281 on here. 244. Who do I want? Where do I want it? You need logistics eventually. 1st of September, 1937. We'd be 2 years away from the war in the original timeline. We can't build bullet trains, but we can build artillery ones. I think we should go in the armored train direction, though, for real. For real, for real. How are we doing on steel, actually? Oh, we got steel. Everybody always has steel. It's fine. Air attack. Costs 50. This is 105. Expensive trains. But the last, build them quality. Yeah, let's do it. I think I want the experience gain. Yeah, the cavalry stuff we certainly don't need. Commander ability cost minus 20%. Conscription law minus 25. Save me political power later. I'm gonna have to go up at least once, maybe twice. State serves the military. Ah, motorization drive. Heavy tank unit design costs and whatnot. All this is much cheaper. Strike faster, go further, win harder. Yep, there we go then. Experience will be good. Yeah. Fall of Burgos. Wow, is the Santee gonna pull this off? Ooh, they very much basically have. Prince Kanyin prepares to visit Fengtian. Prince Kantin Tohito, great uncle to the emperor, has informed the government of his intention to conduct a state visit to Zhang Zhulong's Manchurian-based government. This is not the prince's first visit to Shenyang, but with Fengtian's ambitions to extend their rule first over all of China, quickly seeming more and more likely to come to fruition. The prince has expressed a personal interest in inspecting the readiness of their government for this struggle. Oh yeah? I think somebody wants to be emperor of Manchuria. Also, I'm having like a little bit of a eureka moment here, guys. I'm about to stop streaming here in a few minutes anyway, but I think I'm actually going to shift around some stuff. Like I might move my keyboard. I think I have move my keyboard and monitors, and I might actually have a better way to play here on my mind. Dang, I'm going to have to, this is going to turn into a project. Move my keyboard, monitors, and microphone. The battle station might be getting edited here between streams. Yeah, I think it is going to be. So China's filled with radical elements. The prince's visit will go without a hitch if Zhang knows what's good for him. Isn't this a thing where there's some decisions you can end up assassinating him or something? I think it is a thing. These guys could become a pain real fast if I'm not careful. Someone say struggle session, China? Yeah. Okay, so I think that's a good place to stop it. Thank you very much to those of you who joined today, and a special thank you to those who donated via Super Chat. That sort of thing always helps the channel. Feel free to send super thanks in the future. Anybody watching this, I should still get the cash. But of course, it's not about money. It's always been about sending a message. Yeah, we have good relations. That's right. We supported them. So like, we got positive. They actually like me more than I like them, which tracks. So I don't think they're gonna do that. Oh, Dunster. Hey, did you just get here right as I was signing off? Sorry. Am I gonna maybe stream tonight? No, I'm gonna tomorrow morning though. Not morning, like kind of midday. Hoping to do some streaming. Definitely not Tuesday nights. I think I've said this before. Tuesday nights, gotta clear them out. It honestly, like Tuesday night kind of seem more packed than weekends for me lately. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games, and I will see you guys tomorrow, most likely. Good night.